Hi, I'm Lanny Floyd. I'm really happy to be able to join EC&M today to answer some of the questions that have come into the staff. A little bit of background about me. I've been involved in electrical safety for more than 50 years. I had a 45-year career with the DuPont company in various assignments, all of them related to electric power systems, safety, reliability, maintenance, construction, design, and operation. When I retired from DuPont in 2014, I joined the faculty at the University of Alabama at Birmingham in their graduate engineering school of advanced safety engineering and management, where I teach the course on electrical safety management systems in that program. I see that one of the questions that came in, which is really a great question, because I think it's one that many organizations and individuals don't really think enough about, and that is, who is at risk of electric shock and injury in my organization? Well, we live in an electrical world. Everything we do today, whether it's at work or at home, leisure activities, almost everything involves electrical technology in some form or fashion. And that electrical technology brings great benefits to our modern society, but also has these underlying risk of serious injury in certain circumstances, okay? Now, a lot of people think about, well, who's at risk? Well, they immediately point to electricians or technicians who work in and around electrical equipment. Well, if you look at the data from the Electrical Safety Foundation and the National Fire Protection Association Foundation, which both organizations periodically publish analysis of the Bureau of Labor Statistics electrical injury and fatality data. And we see that electricians make up about 35% of the fatalities that occur annually. The 50% involve exposures to overhead lines. That's not just the linemen and electricians. More than half of those fatalities involve everybody else, okay? People who, for whatever reason, come in contact with an overhead line during the course of their work. And that could include painters, window washers, millwrights, carpenters, roofers, landscapers, tree arborists, anybody and anyone who is using, carrying, or operating something that could come in contact with an overhead line if they're not aware of that presence. That includes forklift truck drivers, crane operators, cherry pickers. Again, equipment, mobile equipment, whether it's the equipment or the material that's being handled, can come in contact with overhead power lines. And then about 15% of the fatalities annually involve people who come in contact with hazardous electrical energy using portable cord-powered tools or cord-powered appliances or handling temporary wiring, including extension cords. And when you think about that latter exposure, that includes almost everyone in our work environment. Supervisors, managers, secretaries, office personnel, as well as the people who do the electrical work, electricians and technicians. So when we think about who's at risk, we need to think about the total organization. Now, the different groups have different exposures, of course, and their risk may be different. So the training and procedures that are used for these different exposures and different work groups are certainly going to be very different. Office personnel do not need to be trained on NFPA 70E per se, but they do need to be aware of the hazards may be associated with the tools and appliances and temporary wiring that may be in their work environment. Okay, supervisors need to be aware of electrical hazards because they're out walking around, interacting with all sorts of work environments on a daily basis. So this was an excellent question, and it's one that I see that many people who who want to put in place an effective electrical safety program often mistakenly only think it's about electricians, and that's not true. Well, I think we're at the end of the questions for today. Certainly it's been a pleasure spending a few minutes with you today, answering some of these questions, all very important questions and critical. I look forward to the next batch that comes in. Take care.